Your city could see minus 40 degrees by Friday. But here is what nobody is telling you about the storm system moving across Canada right now. It is Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. And what happens in the next 72 hours will determine whether you face dangerous conditions or just another winter day. Over 70 cities are about to experience a dramatic weather shift, and if you live anywhere from Vancouver to Halifax, you need to hear this. Right now, minus 35-degree air is sitting over Yellowknife. But that Arctic blast is not staying put. It is moving south, and by tomorrow morning, cities that felt minus 10 today will wake up to minus 25. That is a 15-degree drop overnight. Exposed skin freezes in under 5 minutes at those temperatures. Here is your reward for watching. In the next 30 seconds, I will tell you exactly when this Arctic air hits your region, and more importantly, when it peaks and when it finally moves out. But first, you need to understand what is actually happening above Canada right now. La Nina has returned. Ocean temperatures in the Pacific are running 2 degrees colder than normal, and this has triggered something meteorologists call a polar vortex disruption. Translation: the wall of cold air that normally stays locked over the Arctic has broken apart. That wall is now pouring south into every province, and it started back in December. We are now in week 9 of this pattern, and it is not finished yet. Let me give you the exact timeline. Toronto, you felt minus 12 this morning. By Thursday morning, you will wake up to minus 18. The coldest point hits Friday morning at minus 22, and you will not see relief until Sunday afternoon when temperatures climb back to minus 8. That is a 72-hour deep freeze. Montreal, your numbers are even more extreme. Minus 12 this morning becomes minus 23 by Thursday night. Friday morning could touch minus 27 with wind chill reaching minus 35. If you have outdoor pipes, protect them tonight. The peak cold arrives between 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. Friday. By Saturday afternoon, it starts easing, but you will not see anything above minus 10 until Monday. Ottawa, as Canada's coldest capital, you are looking at the most severe conditions. Minus 15 this morning jumps to minus 25 by tomorrow evening. Friday morning, we are forecasting minus 29, with wind chill approaching minus 40. The Rideau Canal will remain frozen solid, perfect for skating, but anyone outside needs full face coverage. This is frostbite weather. The cold peaks Friday between 5 a.m. and noon, then gradually moderates through the weekend. Now, Vancouver, your situation is completely different, but equally important. You have 9 degrees and rain right now. That rain continues through Thursday and Friday. But here is the twist nobody is talking about. On Friday night, temperatures drop to 3 degrees. Saturday morning, that rain turns to snow. Not a lot, maybe 2 to 5 centimeters, but for a city that barely handles snow, this will cause chaos. The snow arrives between midnight Friday and 8 a.m. Saturday. It stops by noon Saturday, but roads will be treacherous. The system clears Sunday, returning to 8 degrees and rain. Victoria, you mirror Vancouver, but 6 hours delayed. Your rain-to-snow transition happens Saturday morning at 6 a.m. Snow continues until 3 p.m. Saturday. Accumulation 3 to 7 centimeters. Roads clear by Sunday morning. Calgary, you are the wild card. Right now, you are sitting at minus 20, but Chinook winds are building. By tomorrow afternoon, you could see plus 5 degrees. Yes, a 25-degree swing in 18 hours. Enjoy it because Friday night the Arctic air returns. You drop from plus 3 Friday afternoon to minus 18 by Saturday morning. That is a 21-degree plunge overnight. The extreme cold continues through Sunday, moderating Monday. Edmonton, no Chinook relief for you. Minus 23 today becomes minus 31 tomorrow night. Friday morning could touch minus 34. This is the coldest stretch since January 15th. The deep freeze holds through Saturday, starting to ease Sunday afternoon. Peak cold hits Friday between 3 a.m. and 11 a.m. Regina and Saskatoon, you are in the bullseye. The coldest air in the entire country settles over Saskatchewan Thursday night. Regina could see minus 35 Friday morning. Saskatoon, minus 37. With any wind at all, wind chill touches minus 45 to minus 50. This is emergency cold. Vehicle batteries fail. Fuel gels, metal shatters. Do not travel Thursday night through Friday unless absolutely critical. The coldest 12-hour period runs Thursday 10 p.m. through Friday 10 a.m. Temperatures recover slightly Saturday to minus 20, then gradually warm through next week. Winnipeg, you share Saskatchewan's fate. Minus 25 this morning drops to minus 32 Thursday night. Friday morning reaches minus 36, possibly minus 38 in outlying areas. This equals your coldest day of winter so far. Wind chill will make it feel like -45 to -48. The extreme cold persists through Friday night, beginning to moderate Saturday morning. By Sunday afternoon, you climb back to -20. Thunder Bay, you sit right in the transition zone. -18 currently drops to -26 Friday morning. Not as extreme as the prairies, but combined with strong northeast winds at 30 to 40 kilometers per hour, wind chill reaches -38. Lake Superior is freezing rapidly. Ice formations along the shore are spectacular but dangerous. Cold peaks Friday morning, 6 a.m. to noon, then slowly moderates. Quebec City, you are forecast for -15 this morning, dropping to -24 Thursday night. Friday morning touches -28. This triggers your coldest weather of February so far. The famous carnival celebrations continue, but organizers are adding heated shelters. Peak cold runs Friday 5 a.m. through 2 p.m. Recovery begins Saturday. Halifax, you escape the worst. -5 this morning stays relatively steady. A weather system brings snow Thursday afternoon, 5 to 10 centimeters by Friday morning. Temperatures hover around -8 to -10 through the weekend. Your snow arrives Thursday at 2 p.m., heaviest between 6 p.m. and midnight, tapering by Friday 8 a.m. Roads will be snow-covered Thursday night. St. John, similar to Halifax but slightly warmer. -3 currently. Snow begins Thursday evening at 5 p.m. 8 to 12 centimeters expected by Friday morning. Temperatures drop to -7 Friday, recovering to -2 by Sunday. Snow ends Friday at 9 a.m. Fredericton, you see the heaviest snow in Atlantic Canada. -4 this morning. Snow starts Thursday at 3 p.m. 12 to 18 centimeters accumulates by Friday afternoon. This is significant snowfall. Schools may close Friday. Peak snowfall occurs Thursday 8 p.m. through Friday 6 a.m. Temperatures range -6 to -9 throughout. Now here is what you need to know about the wind chill factor, because this is what actually hurts you. When you hear -25, your body does not experience -25 if wind is blowing. At 20 kilometers per hour wind speed, -25 feels like -35. At 30 kilometers per hour, it feels like -38. At 40 kilometers per hour, -41. On Friday morning, Regina and Saskatoon will have actual air temperature of -35 with winds at 25 kilometers per hour. The wind chill will be -48. Exposed skin freezes in under 2 minutes. This is beyond dangerous. This is life-threatening. What does this mean practically? If you are in Saskatchewan, Manitoba, or Northern Ontario Friday morning, you cannot be outside for more than 5 minutes without full coverage. Face, hands, neck, everything covered. If your vehicle breaks down, you must have emergency supplies. Blankets, candles, food, water. People die in these conditions when unprepared. Here is the specific advice for 70 major population centers. If I do not mention your town, comment below with your location and I will give you the exact forecast. For Ontario cities, the pattern is consistent. Barrie, Hamilton, Kingston, London, Oshawa all drop to -17 to -21 Friday morning, peaking between 7 and 10 a.m. Sudbury in the north hits -25 at 6 a.m. For Quebec beyond Montreal, Sherbrooke reaches -24, Trois-Rivières -22, Gatineau -25, all peaking Friday morning between 6:30 and 8 a.m. Prairie cities face the worst. Brandon, Portage-la Prairie, Steinbach all hit -34 to -35 Friday at 6 a.m. Prince Albert, Moose Jaw, Yorkton, Swift Current range from -31 to -36, peaking between 5:30 and 7 a.m. Alberta sees variety. Red Deer -29, Fort McMurray -36, Grande Prairie -32 Friday morning. Lethbridge gets a brief Chinook to +2 Thursday before crashing to -16 Friday night. Medicine Hat sees similar Chinook relief. Interior BC gets snow. Kamloops drops to -5 with 3 to 6 centimeters Thursday night. Kelowna sees -4 with 4 to 8 centimeters. Prince George continues at -15 with ongoing snow. Coastal BC suburbs mirror Vancouver. Nanaimo, Abbotsford, Surrey, Burnaby, Richmond, Coquitlam all see rain transitioning to snow Saturday morning between 6 and 7 a.m. Now let me give you the snow accumulation forecast. Toronto sees light flurries Thursday and Friday, 1 to 3 centimeters total, roads slippery but not buried. Montreal gets moderate snow Thursday afternoon, 5 to 8 centimeters by Friday morning, slow commute expected but cleared by noon. Ottawa receives 2 to 4 centimeters Thursday, then heavier snow Friday afternoon adds 3 to 6 more, making evening commute difficult. Winnipeg gets light snow Wednesday night, just 2 centimeters, then no significant snow despite extreme cold, icy roads not snow-covered. Calgary and Edmonton stay dry, just cold. Vancouver's rain turns to snow Saturday morning with 2 to 5 centimeters. Major disruption expected since the city cannot handle snow. Mountain resorts are getting buried. Whistler expects 30 to 50 centimeters Thursday through Saturday. Excellent skiing. Lake Louise and Sunshine Village see 20 to 35 centimeters. Mont Tremblant gets 15 to 20 centimeters. Blue Mountain receives 5 to 10 centimeters Thursday. Here is your 5-minute promise delivered. A major weather system develops over Alberta Thursday morning. By Thursday afternoon, it moves into Saskatchewan. Thursday night, it crosses Manitoba. Friday morning, it reaches Ontario. Friday afternoon, it hits Quebec. Friday night, it enters Atlantic Canada. Saturday morning, it moves out to sea. This system carries 2 punches. First, the Arctic air I already described. Second, it creates a narrow band of heavier snow. That band is hard to predict exactly, but current models show it tracking from Edmonton through Saskatoon, Winnipeg, Thunder Bay, North Bay, Ottawa, and into Quebec. Cities directly under this band could see 8 to 15 centimeters of snow. Cities 50 kilometers north or south might see almost nothing. The uncertainty is frustrating, but this is the nature of winter storm tracking. We will have better precision by Thursday morning. If you live along this corridor, check forecasts Thursday before making Friday plans. For those in the Arctic, Yellowknife currently sits at -35. You drop to -38 Friday morning. Whitehorse -32 currently, -36 Friday. Iqaluit -37 currently, -41 Friday. These numbers are not unusual for you, but they remain dangerous. The northern lights should be spectacular Thursday and Friday night if skies clear. Now, about the weekend recovery. Saturday morning will still be very cold across most of Canada, but Saturday afternoon a warming trend begins in the west. Calgary climbs from -18 Saturday morning to -8 by evening. That Chinook returns. Vancouver warms from +1 Saturday morning back to +6 by evening. Sunday, the warmth spreads east. Edmonton reaches -12, a 20-degree improvement from Friday. Winnipeg climbs to -20, 16 degrees warmer than Friday. Regina hits -18, 17 degrees warmer. By Monday, Toronto returns to -5. Montreal reaches -7. Ottawa climbs to -6. This feels tropical compared to Friday. The pattern shifts again mid-next week. Another system brings snow to the prairies Wednesday, possibly 5 to 10 centimeters in Calgary, Regina, and Winnipeg. This tracks east, potentially bringing snow to Ontario and Quebec next Thursday. Looking further ahead, long-range forecasts through late February show continued below normal temperatures. La Nina typically persists through March, keeping us colder than average. However, each cold snap will be shorter, 2 to 3 days instead of week-long freezes. March brings hope. Toronto climbs from -4 early March to +3 by month end. Montreal goes -5 to +2. Calgary jumps -7 to +3. Here is what you must do today. Check your vehicle emergency kit. Blankets, candles, matches, food, water. People die waiting for help in -30 weather. Check your home heating system before it fails Friday morning. Stock essentials today so you do not need to venture out Friday. Check on elderly neighbors who are most vulnerable. If outside Friday, cover everything. Face mask, scarf, goggles. Watch for frostbite. White skin, numbness, firmness. Get inside immediately. Watch for hypothermia, shivering, confusion, slurred speech. Call 911. Comment below with your city and I will give you exact timing and temperatures. I am tracking this system hour by hour and will update as models refine. The bottom line? Thursday through Saturday morning is the most dangerous winter weather event of February so far. Not the snowiest, not the longest, but the coldest. And cold kills faster than snow. Stay inside Friday morning if you can. If you cannot, prepare properly. This is not fear-mongering. This is reality. -35 with wind chill near -48 is objectively dangerous. But here is the good news I promised. This is the last major Arctic outbreak of February. After this system passes, we transition to a more variable pattern. Still cold, still winter, but not extreme. And every day after February 4th, we gain 2 to 3 minutes of daylight. Spring is inevitable. By March 1st, Toronto will see sunrise before 7 a.m. and sunset after 6 p.m. That is 11 hours of daylight. Winnipeg gains even more, going from 9 hours now to 11 hours by March 1st. The sun is returning. Canadian winter is harsh, but it is also temporary. We are now past the halfway point. February is the last full winter month. March brings transition. April brings spring, at least to southern Canada. For now, prepare for Friday. Get through this cold snap. Then we start the long, slow climb towards spring. One more thing. Next Tuesday, I will have a special forecast covering the entire month of March. Spring timing, last frost dates, and when you can finally put away the winter coat. Do not miss it. Stay warm, stay safe. Comment your location below for your specific forecast. And remember, there is no such thing as bad weather, only